Well, I'm Jagender Rana. Topic of the discussion today is health claim settlements. Health claim settlement. The insurance industry that has safeguarded millions of citizens and many businesses often faces situations that cast a shadow on its efforts. Recent media reports have once again led to a wave of criticism, leaving many wondering if sensationalism has overtaken reason. While much has been said about these reports, it is time to dwell deeper into the issue and look at the ground reality. According to IRDAI's, that is Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India, IRDAI's annual report last year, the general insurance industry settled claim worth rupees 1.72 lakh crore, of which it paid more than 80,000 crore towards health insurance. Yet those who benefit rarely makes the news. On the flip side, isolated grievances and odd bad experiences become the face of the industry. So the claim settlement ratio in the industry is more than 80%. The 20% of claims that are rejected are on the account of the fraud or non-admissibility, and yet there is an uproar about them. Insurance is public money, and insurers should be lauded for handling this money responsibly. So insurance support for industry let us say it is not making a difference and we decide to shut down the industry. What happens then? Some argue that individuals can self-insure by saving more medical expenses. However, consider this. Out-of-pocket health expenses in India stands at 60%. A report by government's think tank Niti Aayog has said. So without insurance, this figure would soar to 100%, leaving households entirely at the mercy of the skyrocketing medical costs. So for families without significant savings, medical expenses would push them below the poverty line. Without insurance, the government will face increased pressure to subsidize healthcare, diverting resources from other critical sectors. Such a scenario would derail our demographic dividend and exacerbate poverty. Are we ready with an alternative safety net for citizens if insurance shut down? The motor industry, thriving thanks to insurance-backed accident protection, will falter as claim payouts approximately rupees 50,000 crore cease to exist. So without insurance, the financial burden of accidents would fall entirely on vehicle owners, which can lead to economic instability and a drop in vehicle sales. Now, insurers also play a crucial role in covering motor third-party claims, which is mandatory. The RDI annual report says in financial year 2023-24, the industry paid over rupees 27,000 crore under motor third-party claims. If the industry closes, who will bear this cost? So nearly 36 crore beneficiaries had been verified under the Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana as of November 30. Further, 8.39 crore hospitals admissions worth over rupees 1.16 lakh crore have been authorized under the scheme. So under the PMJY, that is Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, the government provides health coverage of rupees 5 lakh a family every year for secondary and tertiary care hospitalization to approximately 55 crore beneficiaries, covering 12.37 crore economically vulnerable families, which account for the bottom 40% of India's population. So without the industry support, the scheme would not work. The government would have to bear all the key costs on its own. According to PIB, the health expenditure for 2023-24 is rupees 5.85 lakh crore, which is 1.9% of GDP. So this is an increase from rupees 2.43 lakh crore in 2017 and 18. A significant portion of this expenditure supports low-income families. Insurance-backed programs like Ayushman Bharat alleviate this financial strain. So general insurers and rebuilding role. General insurers are in rebuilding role. Natural disasters such as flood, cyclone and earthquake wreak havoc, causing immense human and financial losses. Insurance serves as a critical recovery mechanism. The staggering more than 90% protection gap between insured and actual loss underscores the urgent need to bridge the gap as cyclones and floods become more frequent. In 2023 alone, India witnessed 17 natural calamities. Without insurance, economies would struggle to recover. In the United States, a robust insurance framework ensures that post-disaster regions come back stronger, bigger, and more resilient. The infusion of insured capital post-Hurricane Katrina enabled infrastructure rebuilding and economic recovery. In India, a higher insurance penetration could simplify, yet similarly transform recovery processes, ensuring affected communities rebound swiftly. The centre allocated Rs 13,693 crore for the National Disaster Mitigation Fund and Rs 32,030.60 crore for the State Disaster Mitigation Fund for the period financial year 22-26. So after each natural disaster, the government spends a huge amount as compensation. The money which eventually goes from taxpayers can be routed towards development projects and infrastructural development if a more robust insurance program is in place. Agriculture, the backbone of India's economy, is vulnerable to the whims of nature thanks to the insurance industry. Schemes like the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana have disbursed claims worth rupees 1.64 lakh crore over the past 8 years. These payouts have offered financial respite to farmers, reducing distress by mitigating risks associated with droughts, floods, and unseasonal rains. Insurance ensures farmers can continue contributing to food security. Without insurance, there will be no effective safety net. Now, despite common misconception, the insurance industry boasts of impressively low grievance ratios, underscoring its robust complaint resolution mechanism. With just 94,843 grievances in financial year 23-24 against 2.96 billion policies, the industry had a 0.003% grievance ratio, an achievement few industries can match. So fraudulent claims cost the industry billions annually, but it is not spoken about enough. Over the past 5 years, the insurance industry detected approximately 3.01 lakh potential fraud cases involving a sum assured of rupees 1.73 lakh crore. So according to research, the Indian general insurance industry loses approximately $6 billion, that is roughly 30,000 crore, to fraud annually. Yet the narrative focuses solely on the claim rejection, ignoring the root cause. Should fraudulent claims go unchecked? Should not there be stricter penalties for those exploiting the system? So the general perception is that insurers are generating huge profits and only exist to make a profit. Is profit such a bad thing for an insurer? Profit ensures that insurer can honor claims and remain sustainable. Underwriting profits showcase prudence. The general insurance industry operates at an average claim ratio of more than 80% and a combined ratio of 115%, which means for every rupees 100 earned in premium, the industry pays out 115 rupees. So simply put, insurers lose money on claims payouts and operational expenses. Yet every small price hike triggers public outcry. If so, let us shut this evil industry. Moving the needle. In India, insurance penetration remains abysmally low at 1%. General insurance. So the industry works tirelessly to increase awareness and expand coverage. Our criticism without constructive dialogue risks alienating stakeholders, jeopardizing progress and reducing trust. So we need to understand that as insurance penetration increases, the nation will develop faster. Without it, we would probably go backward. So let's not forget what insurance represents. A safety net, a fallback, and a protector of dreams. Is there a scope for improvements? Yes. But the industry is consistently evolving. The insurance industry welcomes scrutiny but demands fairness. Highlight the good, address the bad, and focus on the way forward. If you still think insurance is evil, let us shut it down, provided we have an alternative safety net for our citizens. Till then, the choice is ours. Criticize constructively or engage constructively. Because the healthcare industry has recommended several reforms to reduce cost of key medicines, enhance accessibility, as well as promote innovation. The industry is expecting a reduction in cancer care cost. So in custom duties and GST on oncology, radiation equipment such as LINAC, Linacs, to expand cancer treatment to underserved regions. Currently, radiotherapy machines and robotics equipment attract 37% custom duty, making them expensive. Lowering GST on health insurance premium to 5% could improve insurance penetration, while viability gap funding and low interest capital investments are needed to add 2.5 to 3 million hospital beds. So cancer can be covered, though several types of policies can be covered through several types of policies. Indemnity-based covers pay for hospitalization expenses. Now insurers have also designed hospitalization covers for people who have been diagnosed with cancer. So cancer-specific policies which only cover cancer are available as indemnity-based or fixed benefit plans. If the breadwinner gets diagnosed with cancer, the insurer may offer a pre-decided sum of money at intervals to help the family cope with the loss of income. So this is the facility provided under the health insurance policies. Given the rising healthcare inflation, 12 to 15% as per the industry estimates, a health insurance cover is a basic necessity. And this calls for an increase in the Section 80D deductions limit for health insurance premium paid, which is available under the old regime. India last witnessed an enhancement in the deduction limit in 2015-16. It is the best if the limit for medical insurance is linked to inflation and get revised automatically every year or once in a couple of years. Also, the benefits need to be extended to the new tax regime as well, since increasing health insurance penetration is critical. Thank you very much.